Well, good morning, everybody. It is sale day at our Fall Classic Breeders' Sale. Always an exciting time. Remember, the sale gets underway this afternoon at 2:30. This is our last chance this morning and early afternoon to take a look at our horses on consignment. Lot numbers up for sale this afternoon. You do have a chance, by the way, to go over to the Megadome that's across the street. It's a tryout area. Further viewing. It'll be open from 9 this morning until about 5 o'clock this afternoon. And again, the sale beginning at 2:30. We do remind you there is telephone bidding for our sale this afternoon, but you do have to pre-register. You can pre-register in the sales office. And if you happen to be leaving this morning and doing your bidding by telephone, just a reminder to turn your internet down and just do the bidding over the telephone. And that being said, we do have 2 entries to come in now to start our performance horse under saddle demonstration. Looking for lots number 38 and 41 from your main sales catalog. Lot number 38 is Champagne R5R. It's a dark brown Canadian Warmblood mare. Stands 16.2 hands high, consigned by Jean Bruinslot and bred by Jean from Kamloops, British Columbia. And lot 41, MJ Zappala. It's a bay, Canadian Warmblood mare. She stands 16 hands even, consigned and bred by MJ Farms of Olds. Champagne from the Rafter 5 Ranches, sired by Florian, a Dutch Warmblood stallion, and out of a Holsteiner mare, Latina. Florian was a successful Grand Prix jumper on the West Coast for many years, known as a power and speed horse. After retiring from the jumper ring, he competed in dressage under Eleanor Clower, where he was schooled to Prix St. George. His offspring include Fabian, a licensed stallion, Lanzar, multiple Canadian and USDF Prix St. George winner, Sloan McQuick, and on the dam side, Champagne R5R's dam is a Latina, again a Holsteiner. She was a main mare book mare, scoring premium at her inspection, bred for dressage, and showed her ability during her career to the FEI levels. Her sire Murano stood for many years in Georgia and was known for passing on his fancy movement and jumping ability. Champagne is a tall, substantial mare with 3 good gaits, uphill construction, good length of neck, and excellent feet. She is a sound horse that could enjoy both a riding and broodmare career. She's having been raised in a herd. She does have a blemish on one hind fetlock, and the seller has provided x-rays of that joint. But they tell me that it definitely is not a joint problem, just a fleshy mound. Champagne has had limited time under saddle. She's very straightforward to start back in work this year. Lunges well, has been hacked since July. She's quiet under saddle, good out on the trails, a bold jumper under saddle. And through the jumping chute, she shows exceptional natural talent, as you would expect that of a Florian daughter. Champagne R5R is lot number 38. Lot number 41 is MJ Zappala. Again, the bay Canadian Warmblood mare, consigned and bred by MJ Farms of Olds. Zappala is by Whirlwind 2. And out of MJ's Vita, Canadian Warmblood mare. The dam line of MJ Zappala features Abisha Polka, rated the top 5 Arab stallion producer of Arabian dressage horses in the last 50 years. And Zappala recently completed her national mare inspection to the premium score of 7.8. MJ Zappala was well started last year, took the winter off to produce a beautiful filly in early March. Since June, has been back to work, improving both her flat work and jumping. She shows excellent promise for the jumper ring, with enough style for the hunter ring as well, and movement that can work for eventing. It's a great disposition this horse possesses, and a horse that an amateur could take on and develop to win. Lot number 41 in your main catalog is MJ Zappala. Reminder again, the tryout arena at the Megadome across the street will be open until about 5 o'clock today. You need to get a last-minute look at any of these lots that we will be demonstrating throughout the morning and early afternoon. You can go over to the Megadome and take a look. And also anyone looking to consult with the sales vet, he's already taking reservations and appointments this morning. He's been here since 9 o'clock, so if you get in early for those appointments, you can avoid the rush. Lot number 41 here taking the fences is MJ Zappala. Again, Canadian Warmblood mare standing 16 hands. It's a 5-year-old. She produced a beautiful filly over the winter, and she's back in action now, been under saddle. She has a great disposition. It'll be the kind of a horse that an amateur could take on and develop to win in any discipline. And again, lot 38 in your catalog is Champagne R5R. Or after 5 ranches from British Columbia. Champagne, sired by the Dutch Warmblood stallion Florian, and out of a Holsteiner mare Latina. Again, our sale begins this afternoon at 2:30, and up for auction just before sale time will be a fabulous basket donated by Nutters. This basket has a retail value of over $1,000 and is filled with items for both people and horses, including a PS4 gaming system, recovery EQ products that promote joint health for your horse. Proceeds go to the CWHBA, Young Breeders International Fund. Great program that encourages youth to get involved with the Canadian Warmblood Horse Association and the breeding industry. So that Nutters basket up for auction just prior to the sale this afternoon. And speaking of draws, there will be a draw today for a $300 gift certificate, compliments of Walla Signs. And make sure you stop by their booth here in the Vendors Row area of the Cow Palace. Walla producing farm signs, stall signs, memorial signage, and much more. And these signs are done on multiple media products. And we're going to thank our first two this morning, lots 41 and 38 in your sales catalog. We'll go to our supplementary sales catalog now for our next two lots to demonstrate this morning. Lots number 50 and 55. Lot number 50, Champion VF, a Bay Canadian Sport Horse Gelding, standing 16-2. And lot 55 is Encore, a Dark Bay Canadian Warmblood Gelding, standing 16-1. Lot number 50, Champagne VF, consigned and bred by Valleyfield Farm Partnerships from Stony Plain. Should note that Champion VF, due to a processing error, the sale does not possess a Coggins test result for this horse. The test has been completed and results will be available Monday. So payment for the sale of lot number 50 will be held pending a negative Coggins test report. So you can just mark that down on your sales catalog. Champion VF, sired by Champion FP and out of the Canadian Sport Horse mare Costa Merit. Champion FP, the sire, is shown at the top level of the sport by Marcus Enning of Germany. Champion FP placings in the meter 50 classes as just a 7-year-old. Champion Dulce successfully demonstrated his sport abilities by winning 60 and meter 50 classes with Lutke Beerbaum. Now the dam Costa Merit returned to the A Circuit show ring and consistently placed at 17 years of age. The dam line is the ever influential Cour de la Brière. Cour de la Brière is one of, if not the most influential sire of modern show jumping breeding. Champion VF is an elegant, long-lined gelding with an expressive personality and a kind, willing demeanor. And Champ is well started under saddle and attended his first schooling show over fences just last month. At the jump, he exhibits quick reflexes, textbook technique, and great bascule. Champion VF's willingness to work, coupled with his scope and technique, make him a top prospect for the serious hunter-jumper competitor. So in your catalog, supplemental catalog, is lot number 50. Lot number 55 in the supplemental is Encore, Dark Bay, standing 16-1, consigned by Klondike Victory Farms of Red Deer, bred by Touchstone Farms of Merthorpe. Encore is by the Canadian Warmblood stallion Excalibur and out of a Canadian Warmblood mare Abira. Encore is a lovely hunter-type gelding. He jumps in very good form, is an excellent mover. He was started under saddle just this past winter, but has progressed very quickly and is now jumping courses with lead changes, and his flat work is very solid. Encore is a sweet horse who tries hard, loves to please. He is ready for his next challenge, his next rider to take the horse to any show and win. So again, looking this morning now at lots 50 and 55, you have to go to your supplemental catalog and view the details. Lot 50 is Champion VF. Again, consigned by Valleyfield Farms from Stony Plain. And lot 55, Encore. It's a dark bay Canadian Warmblood gelding standing 16-1 and consigned by Klondike Victory Farms of Red Deer. Again, a reminder that telephone bidding is available for the sale this afternoon. If you happen to be heading out this morning and doing your bidding over the phone, remember you have to pre-register to telephone bid. Do that in the sales office here at the Cow Palace. And if you are telephone bidding, a reminder just to turn the volume down on your internet and do your bidding strictly over the telephone. And we're going to thank this pair, lots 50 and 55 from the supplemental catalog. Next lot to show here this morning is lot number 44 from your main sales catalog. Padme, the dark brown Canadian warm-blood mare. She stands 15-3, consigned and bred by Tammy Fulton from Calgary. Padme is by the Canadian warm-blood stallion MJ Fusion, and out of a thoroughbred mare, Mort's Meredith. MJ Fusion was a beautiful mover with a good jump. He died just starting his performance career. In 2004, he showed in 5 hunter shows and was champion or reserve division champion 4 times. In basic level dressage, he scored a 72%. Sire Pharaoh has 9 approved sons, 11 approved grandsons, and was the champion of the 1990 stallion test at Amelio. And the dam, Mort's Meredith, is approved for breeding by both the CWHBA and Salle Francais. Her sire, good old Mort, was a superior producer of racehorses and performance horses. She has lived up to her bloodlines, earning championships in the Hunter Ring and producing winning foals, including Grace, 2001 reserve champion, junior amateur jumper on the Ontario Trillium Circuit, and several premium daughters. Meredith has been awarded the CWHBA Production Premium in recognition of her many outstanding offspring. As you can see here, Padme is a beautiful and elegant mare. It is sensitive and uncomplicated to ride. Her trot shows a clear rhythm and the ability to extend. Well, her canter is rhythmical, comfortable, and easy to ride, and she has the ability to reach to the contact and carry the bit nicely. Padme is soft and supple in the hand and sensitive off the leg without running away, and her leg yields and shoulder in are easy and smooth. Padme is a willing and kind mare that will make a great amateur or junior horse. She's well started over fences under saddle with automatic changes and a confident approach to the jumps. And Padme is ready to take you to any show ring you want. Now, upon the death of her dam, Padme was chosen to carry on her bloodline in the breeding herd and has proven herself a wonderful producer. She has 3 foals on the ground, all by consul, and her yearling, Tudor Rose, is consigned to this sale. We'll see Tudor Rose a little bit later on. Padme received a premium score of 7.25 under a European inspector for CWHBA. In your main sales catalog, this is lot number 44, Padme. Our Fall Classic Breeder Sale celebrating 20 years this year. I would like to thank our sponsors, Equisure's Unigroup. They sponsored last night's gala evening. Dudley's Outdoor Escape, also a gala evening sponsor this year. Horse Sport Magazine, West Hills Veterinary, high-selling broodmare weanling yearling award sponsors this year, along with Sparks Innovation, sponsoring the high-selling 2-year-old prospect. Victory Tack Shop, sponsoring the high-selling performance horse. And, of course, Nutters. They have all the gala table snack baskets. And, again, they do have a big draw themselves. An auction, actually. Not a draw, it's an auction. That's going up just prior to the sale this afternoon. It's a basket with a retail value of well over $1,000, so that'll be something to look forward to just ahead of the sale this afternoon at about 2:25. And again, looking this morning at lot number 44 in your main sales catalog. Mark this one down. Padme, a dark brown Canadian warm blood mare. She stands 15-3. Consigner Tammy Fulton, bred by Tammy Fulton from Calgary. Padme by MJ Fusion, Canadian warm blood stallion, and out of the thoroughbred mare Morts Meredith. And we'd thank Katrina and Padme, again, lot number 44 in your sales catalog. Let's move along here in our performance horse under saddle demonstrations to lots 35 and 36. Lot 35, Escaldos, is a chestnut, Canadian warm blood gelding. He stands 16-2, consigned and bred by Touchstone Farms from Mirthorpe. And lot number 36 is Starburst R5R, dark brown Canadian warm blood mare. She stands 16 hands. And consigned and bred by Johannes Bruin Slot from Kamloops, British Columbia. Escaldos, lot number 35, is by the Canadian warm blood stallion Excalibur, and out of a Canadian warm blood mare Bacardi. Excalibur is by the now famous Hanoverian stallion Escudo 1, combining the jumping and versatility of the line with the elegance and athleticism of the French Furioso 2 line. Now, this combination of German and French breeding is producing bold horses with tremendous scope and round uphill gaits. Several of Excalibur's offspring are already making their mark in the jumper ring and inheriting his uphill build, showing good dressage potential as well with expressive gaits. And Escaldos is out of Bacardi. Bacardi is a Bayazzo daughter with a solid frame and good conformation. She was a producer of tall, uphill, and versatile horses. Escaldos is a super amateur horse, willing, bold, and uncomplicated. He's tall and attractive with a good canter and forward trot, suitable for dressage but with a very positive attitude toward jumping. An ideal, versatile horse for all levels of rider. In your main sales catalog, it's lot number 35, Escaldos. Lot number 36 this morning, Starburst R5R. Rafter 5 Ranches. Send in this dark brown Canadian warm blood mare, stands 16 hands. It's by the Canadian warm blood stallion Formation, and out of a Holsteiner mare, Latina. Formation's pedigree filled with notable ancestors such as Nimerdor Consul, Lucky Boy, Huidor Mariner, Peon and Furioso 2. At his licensing, formation showed a good uphill forward gallop with uphill trot and a good walk. And the judges noted he impressed with his good mind and attitude. Now, Latina was a main mare book mare, scoring premium at her inspection. She was bred for dressage and definitely showed ability during her career to the FEI levels. She was retired from a promising dressage career with a stable injury. Her sire, Mirano, stood for many years in Georgia and was well known for passing on his fancy movement and jumping ability. Starburst R5R is everything one would expect given the pedigree. She is uncomplicated, straightforward, easygoing, has a great personality, good work ethic, smooth gaits, and a beautiful canter. She hacks out, soft mouth, and enough chrome on her very pleasing exterior to fill the eye. She has a big jump. We'll check that through the jump chute. And a powerful hind end. Starburst has started jumping small fences at home and has some schooling now as she comes into the sale this afternoon. In your main catalog, lot 36, Starburst R5R. Again, a reminder, you can get further viewing and tryouts over at the Megadome. It'll be open for the viewing and tryouts until about 5 this afternoon. But again, don't forget the sale gets underway at 2:30. Lot 35 here, taking the fences, is Escaldos, the 16.2 hands-high gelding, consigned by Touchstone Farms from Merthorpe. No question, he's a super amateur horse. He's willing, bold, and uncomplicated. At lot number 36, Starburst R5R from Kamloops, British Columbia. Has a terrific pedigree. It is everything you'd expect given that pedigree. Certainly uncomplicated, very straightforward and easygoing personality. Has a good work ethic, smooth gaits, and a beautiful canter. Starburst R5R, lot number 36 in your catalog. And we're going to thank this pair, Lot 35 and Lot 36 from your main catalog. Lot 35 is Escaldos, and Lot 36, Starburst R5R. Next to demonstrate at our performance horses under saddle, we have lots 29 and 48 from your main sales catalog. Lot 29 is Surrey KW. It's a black Canadian warm-blood mare. Stands 16-2, consigned by Bernie and Doreen Culsar, and bred by Sherry Dumonceau. Lot number 48 this morning can be found in your supplemental catalog. And that is Tempest TM. It's a bay Canadian warm-blood mare standing 16-3, consigned by Tess Novacek, bred by TM Farms. Lot number 29, Surrey KW, is by Sir Gregory, an Oldenburg stallion, out of a Dutch warm-blood mare, Fillaret. Sir Gregory was a crowd favorite at his 2007 stallion licensing in Oldenburg, with his beautiful looks, a super type, correct conformation, outstanding movement, and very good jump. As a 3-year-old, Sir Gregory was the convincing winner of his 30-day test at Neustadt Dosa, with very high scores in every category. Temperament, character, conformation 9.25, walk 8.5, trot 9.38, canter 8.75, rideability 9.38, jumping ability 8. He was the 2012 FEI high point in his first show at the Prix Saint George, with scores to 71.8%. Surrey is out of the Dutch Warblood mare Fillaret. Fillaret's Dame Lorette is a premium scoring KWPN mare, and that was imported to Canada in 1997 for the sole purpose of improving the broodmare population in North America. She was inspected and entered into the Canadian Warmblood Main Mare Stud Book. Fillaret competed in Canada under Sherry Dumonceau as a very young horse, and with scores of over 70%, until she had to leave the show world for the broodmare band due to surgery complications. Surrey is a lovely young mare that combines some of the best of dressage and jumping blood, wraps it all in a gorgeous black coat with a conversation piece spot on her left side. She is certain to catch your eye and also everyone else's. Surrey has harmonious conformation, 3 lovely, lofty gaits, and a bold, curious, and friendly nature. She should finish at over 16.3 hands. Surrey has about 60 days of professional training in dressage, dressage-based flat work coming into the sale. She will be ready for you to take her in the direction you wish. She possesses no blemishes or vices, has excellent ground manners, has been handled routinely since birth, and has been raised with other horses in a herd environment, so is well socialized. Surrey will only have a minimum of time on her. Tryouts will be commensurate with experience, so check over at the Megadome for tryouts and further viewing. Her clean x-rays are available for viewing with the sale vet here in the sales office, the Cow Palace. This is lot number 29, Surrey KW. Lot number 48 here this morning from your supplemental catalog is Tempest TM. Again, a bay Canadian Warmblood mare standing 16-3, consigned by Tess Novacek. Tempest TM is a lovely 2006 Canadian Warmblood mare by Tempranillo. Tempe has competed successfully at gold dressage shows, including the CA, ADA provincials in 2013. Her 3 huge gates always catch the judges' eyes, as is reflected in her scores. She's the type you unload at a show, give her some hay, and she feels right at home. Her miles are not limited to the dressage ring, however. This mare is jumping small courses at home, has schooled cross-country, and is great to ride out in the fields or on her own. Tempe has been primarily ridden by Tess, but has also been ridden by a number of junior riders as well, and also an adult amateur. Lisa has been on Tempe. Her movement, scope, and ground covering canter allow her to be a serious competitor in any discipline. She has clean x-rays and a clean vet record. Lot number 48, again in your supplemental catalog, is Tempest TM. Looking this morning at lots 29 and 48. Lot 29 again is in your main sales catalog, Surrey KW, while lot 48 in your supplemental catalog is Tempest TM. And we'd like to thank this pair, lot 29 is Siri KW, and lot number 48 in your supplemental catalog is Tempest TM. Our next pair of performance horses under saddle demonstrating are lots 24 and 54. Lot 24 in the ring at the moment is Sarita. Here's a dark bay Canadian warm-blood mare. She stands 16-3. Consigned and bred by Sandra Erickson from Yellowhead County, Alberta. Sarita is by the Oldenburg stallion Sandakan. And out of a Canadian warm-blood mare, along came a Spider. Sandakan was approved for breeding at only 3 years of age. He was approved premium at his stallion licensing in Germany and in Sweden, was rated 10 on his type, with much praise given for basic gaits. And Sandakan began his sports career at the 2006 breeding championships at Flyinge and was highly placed as a 4, 5, and 6-year-old. Sandakan sired the unforgettable mare Poetin, who was auctioned for €2.5 million and won the Young Horse World Championships and the Bundes Championship in dressage back in 2003. Sarita, out of the Canadian warm-blood mare, along came a Spider. Along came a Spider's first foal, Rocket by Rotspawn, won the Alberta Provincial Mare Show and Inspection with a score of 8.5. Rocket is the mother of Salvatore, who was the top-selling horse of last year's CWHBA Fall Classic sale. Spider's sire, Londonderry, was the sovereign winner of the stallion licensing in 1997. With above average expressive movement and perfect conformation. Sarita is lot number 24, and coming in now is lot number 54 on your supplemental catalog. This is NHF Embassy. Embassy is a bay Canadian warm-blood gelding, standing 16-2, consigned and bred by Jane Jones of Drayton Valley. Embassy is by the Hanoverian stallion Embassy 3, and out of a Canadian warm-blood mare, Bonissimo. Embassy 3 is one of 3 brothers who all have outstanding gaits combined with top jumping ability. And unlike Embassies 1 and 2, who are stars of the jumping arena, the premium stallion Embassy 3 is showing off the talent of this line in the dressage arena. These outstanding stallions, who pass on their beautiful types, fantastic gaits, and excellent jumping ability, stem from not just the 2009 Hanoverian Stallion of the Year Escudo 1, but from the multi-talented 2012 Hanoverian Mare of the Year, Sammy Joe. Sammy Joe was the champion of the Mare Show in Hohenheimland and went on to earn her state premium title, earning 9s for her jumping ability and technique, as well as for her canter and walk. And the mare, Bonissimo, was trained by Angie Golly as a 3-year-old and then went to the Olds College program. Embassy, again, lot number 54 in your supplemental catalog. Lot number 24 here is Sarita. Again, a 16.2 hands-high mare, consigned by Sandra Erickson. And she's an impressive mare with superior bloodlines. Her walk shows a clear 4-beat rhythm with a good overtrack. Her trot and canter are both ground covering with clean joint articulation and clear rhythm. This stunning mare shows a natural tendency to take the contact and use her back, bonds quickly with her rider, and loves to be groomed and handled. Sarita is an uncomplicated mare that handles new situations like a pro, is not at all marish, is easy to be around and a pleasure to work with. She bathes, cross ties, loads, clips, is good for the farrier and vet, and gets along well with other horses. This youngster is destined for a successful future in dressage, jumping, or eventing, and is a perfect candidate for an adult amateur or junior rider looking for an uncomplicated and competitive horse. In your main sales catalog, lot number 24, Sarita. NHF Embassy, lot 54 in your supplemental catalog, was started late to give him lots of time to grow into himself and develop. And considering his inexperience, he has phenomenal natural balance and rhythm under saddle. The intention was to further his training this winter, show him and offer him for private sale in the spring. However, an alternate was required for this sale, and his excellent disposition and trainability led this lovely gelding to be picked as the substitute horse. And thus far, his training has been sporadic, and as of the sale today, he has only been with his current trainer for about 2 months, and they focused on flat work. His dressage trainer felt he should be considered for jumping as well, and he proved his willing nature when, after only 3 rides over fences, he was already cantering 2-foot 3-inch oxers naturally. And with a solid winter of diligent training, this horse will have no trouble being successful in the show ring in any discipline. And that's in your supplemental catalog. Check those details out for NHF Embassy, lot number 54. And again, this is sale day. It's the exciting part of our Fall Classic Breeders' Sale. Sale gets underway at 2:30 this afternoon. And just prior to the sale itself, we'll have an auction of a fabulous basket donated by Nutters. And this basket has a retail value of well over $1,000 and is filled with items for both people and horses. And again, speaking of horses, you can have further viewing and tryouts over at the Megadome that's across the street, and that'll be open for tryouts and viewing until about 5 o'clock this afternoon. And a reminder again, anyone looking to consult with the sale vet, he is taking appointments today. So if you know what you like and what to avoid, you can avoid the rush. Book your appointments as soon as you can. The sale vet will be at the sales office here in the Cow Palace. So I would like to thank these pair, lots 24, Sarita from your main catalog, and NHF Embassy, lot number 54 on the supplemental catalog. In the ring now, the next of our performance horses under saddle is lot number 15. Lot number 15 is M.J. Kelly. It's a bay Canadian warm-blood mare, standing 15-3, consigned and bred by M.J. Farms from Olds. M.J. Kelly is by the Canadian warm-blood stallion Whirlwind 2, and out of a Canadian warm-blood mare, M.J. Kathleen Maguire. Now the dam line of M.J. Kelly includes Abby Shaw Polka. Abby Shaw Polka rated the top 5 Arab stallion producer of Arabian dressage horses in the last 50 years. The Whirlwind 2 started winning futurities and championships in dressage, jumper, and hunter at 4 years of age. In 2011, he produced a double clear at 1.20 m to help his team win the Team Cup, and then finished off the year winning a hunter in the Midwest in classics and derbies. His sire, Harlem, was a strong international jumper by the ever-famous Voltaire. MJ Kelly is a small package with a great jump, superior hunter movement, and excellent disposition. She's a real confidence builder that is easy to ride and a delight to be around. Her first show, she placed with her novice rider over fences and won or placed in every undersaddle class. A wonderful horse for a smaller adult or junior with a huge future in the hunter ring, including potential as an equitation mount. In your main sales catalog, MJ Kelly is lot number 15. And I see that lot number 49 has joined us now. Lot number 49 can be found in your supplemental catalog, Formel R5R. Formel is a bay Canadian warm-blood mare. She stands 16-1, consigned and bred by Johannes Bruin Slot from Kamloops, British Columbia. Formel is by the Canadian warm-blood stallion formation and out of a Canadian warm-blood mare, MJ Anti-Mame. At his licensing, formation, of course, showed a good uphill round forward gallop with uphill trot and a good walk. And the judges noted he impressed with his good mind and attitude. Formel is out of that Canadian warm-blood mare, MJ Anti-Mame. And Mame is a premium mare, scoring 8 at her mare inspection. Her pedigree combines the Belgian warm-blood Self-Francais bloodlines of Etrita, Big Ben sire, and Ibrahim Al-Maziz sire with quality Anglo-Arab bloodlines. In your supplementary catalog, we're looking at lot number 49, Formel R5R. And by the way, a set of keys was left behind last night at the gala, and they are in the sales office at the moment. So if you've lost a set of keys, I think the vehicle's a Saturn, not too sure, but the keys are in the sales office. So a reminder again, the Megadome Tryout Arena is open through till 5 o'clock this afternoon. And this is sales day. The sale itself gets underway at 2:30. Prior to the sale, Nutters is auctioning off a fabulous basket. It's worth well over $1,000. Includes a PS4 gaming system and all kinds of stuff for your horse and for yourself. Well worth bidding, and that's going up just before the sale this afternoon. I would imagine at about 2:25. And we're looking right now at lot number 15 and lot number 49. 15 is in your main sales catalog. MJ Kelly, bay, this is a Canadian warm-blood mare. She stands 15-3. Consigned and bred by MJ Farms from Olds, by the Canadian warm-blood stallion Whirlwind 2, and out of MJ Kathleen McGuire, Canadian warm-blood mare. As I mentioned, that dam line for MJ Kelly includes Abisha Polka, who was rated the top 5 Arab stallion producers of Arabian dressage horses in the last 50 years. And in your supplemental catalog, Formel R5R is demonstrating at the moment, lot number 49. Bay, Canadian warm-blood mare. She stands 16-1. by the Canadian Warmblood Stallion formation, and out of a Canadian Warmblood mare, MJ Anti-Mame. We're watching our performance horses under saddle demonstration. And this, of course, our last chance here in the Cow Palace to take a look at these lots in advance of the sale this afternoon. You can, however, go over to the Megadome for further viewing and tryouts. Again, sales time is 2:30. And we're looking at lots 49 from the supplemental and lot number 15. MJ Kelly. MJ Kelly is in your main sales catalog. And Formel R5R is lot 49 in your supplemental. We're going to thank this pair. Just a correction to the height of Formel. We just saw R5R, lot number 49. 16, 2 1/4 hands high is the corrected height. 16, 2 1/4 hands high. Formel, R5R, lot 49. Again, consigned by Johannes Bruin Slot from Kamloops, British Columbia, Rafter 5 Ranches. That's going to bring in our next performance horse under saddle demonstrator. This is lot number 53. It's CBF Indigo. It's a bay Canadian Warmblood mare, standing 15-3. Consigned and bred by Shannon Nichols from Sylvan Lake, Alberta. Indigo is sired by the Dutch Warmblood Icon and out of a thoroughbred mare Lady Syrah. Icon enjoyed a successful show jumping career in Europe at the National Grand Prix and International Nations Cup level. He has offspring following him into the Grand Prix ring in North America and into the international ring in Europe. He's the sire of 2011 World Cup finalist competitor Ulrich Garwich has solidified his place in the ranks of champion producing sires. Indigo is out of the thoroughbred mare Lady Syrah, and Lady Syrah descends from a long line of successful racing thoroughbreds, which trace back to the great Man of War in Nasrullah. And this mare is compact, fast, has solid bone and feet, and has never been lame in her 19 years at the farm. She has an exceptional suspended trot that she passes to her foals, which commands the attention of judges. Lady Sierra does not possess a championship record, but her foals have all the potential and quality to do so. This is CBF Indigo, lot number 53 in your supplemental. Now she's an impressive young prospect, quality pedigree, combining some of the world's best jumping bloodlines. Her conformation is solid, sound, and desirable for both performance and breeding. Indy has been handled since birth, raised in a pasture environment, ensuring sound mind and body. She's been started under saddle, has about 30 days coming into the sale. Riding over bridges by her third time under saddle, Indy has learned to give to pressure, follow the feel of rope or rein, and think her way through trouble spots. An excellent base for all future training and challenges. Indy is steady and consistent to the jumps and respectful on the ground. CBF Indigo, lot number 53 in your supplemental catalog. And thanking lot number 53 through my supplemental catalog. Again, CBF Indigo, performance horse mare standing 15-3, consigned by Shannon Nichols. Our next pair in the Cow Palace now to demonstrate lots number 9 and lot number 10 from your main sales catalog. Lot number 9 is Belanca. It's a bay, a Canadian warm-blooded mare, consigned and bred by Touchstone Farms from Merthorpe. Note the corrected height coming into the sale today is 16.3 hands high. And lot number 10 is Gale Star. It's a black Canadian warm-blood gelding, consigned and bred by Tom and Rasheen Patton from Bowden, with a corrected height coming to the sale at 16.1. 16.1. Lot number 9, Belanca, is by the Canadian warm-blood stallion Beau Soleil, and out of a Hanoverian mare, Airlift. Beausoleil, a very elegant product of three top Hanoverian bloodlines, the Gotthard, the Grande, and Abglance. He has proven to be a prepotent sire, stamping offspring with his expressive head and refined elegance. Beausoleil is producing horses of beauty and style for the hunter ring, excellent gait and uphill carriage for the dressage ring, and scope and bravery for the jumper ring. And the dam, Airlift, is a premium Hanoverian mare by Arkansas. Her full brother Airborne was in the very first Fall Classic sale back in 1994 and went on to win in hunter and dressage in California. Airlift has been a consistent producer of elegant and talented horses, including an early sale horse, Ballistica. Beausoleil has been an exceptional nick in her career. Again, looking at lot number 9, Balanca. Lot 10 is Gale Star, the black Canadian warm-blood gelding, corrected height at 16.1. Gale Star is by Kalido Star, Holsteiner Stallion, and out of a Canadian warm-blood mare, Nightingale. And Kalido Star is a Holsteiner Stallion with an impressive pedigree, going back to Kalido 1, Cantus, Ahorn Z, and Alme. He's a very elegant modern type stallion with the movement for dressage and the scope and technique for the jumper ring. And the mare, the dam, Nightingale, has proven herself to be a solid producer, winning the produce of dam class at the 2008 CWHBA South Breeder Show. Her sire, Lucero, was shown in the jumper ring, demonstrating natural talent with a quiet, handleable nature. He's produced offspring with good minds who excel in dressage and jumper rings. His well-known Hanoverian L line traces to the famous Sella stallion Lugano 1. Lot number 9, Balanca, is a model conformation mare. She's tall, with a refined expression, great top line, has flowing gaits, a very good jumping technique, exceptionally well suited for the hunter ring. And Balanca has jumping scope as well as dressage potential. She's ideal for an intermediate rider with competitive aspirations. Lot number 10, Gale Star, has had over a year in training now, has proven to be a cooperative, easy ride. He competed with clear rounds in the 4-year-old jumper competitions. A solid start, a handsome look, and good technique make Gale Star an excellent prospect for the hunter or jumper rings. And looking here again at lots number 9, Belanca, and lot number 10, Gale Star, both could be found in your main sales catalog. And we're going to thank this pair. And our next pair demonstrating come from our supplemental catalog. We have lots 52 and 56. Lot 52 is Carousel's Flamboyant. It's a dark bay Canadian sport horse gelding. Consigned and bred by Shauna Cook in Carousel Ridge in Sherwood Park. We have a corrected height coming into the sale for Carousel's Flamboyant. He's a big boy, but correct his height to 17 hands even. 17 hands. Carousel's Flamboyant. And lot number 56 is Bay de Soleil. It's a bay, Canadian warm-blood mare. It's consigned by Steve Wilson and bred by Touchstone Farms of Merthorpe. We have a corrected height for Bay de Soleil coming into the sale. You can correct the height to 15.3 hands. 15.3. Lot 52, Carousel's Flamboyant, is by the Holsteiner Stallion Beaulieu's Conquest, and out of a Dutch warm-blood mare, A Beautiful Dance. Beaulieu's Conquest sire, Corrado 1, is one of the most appreciated Holsteiner stallions after success at the international level with Francis Slotak, winning several World Cup qualifiers, and being the stallion that won the most prize money as an approved stallion. Corrado 1 is now a revelation as a producer of many Grand Prix performers and around 10 approved stallions. On the dam side, we find the famous Calando 1, who jumped at Grand Prix level and was world famous under saddle of Edgar Henry Cooper. The mare, the dam, is A Beautiful Dance. As I mentioned, a Dutch warm-blood, is by world-renowned preference sire Indoctro. His offspring continue to achieve success at the highest level, and the following of his offspring competed at the Olympics: Vidor, Casadora, VDL Orestes, Don Porfirio, and Nike. Her dam, K Confidence, is by Goodwill, Landgraf 1, most noted for his son McKinley, and ridden to the Grand Prix victories and team silver medal at the Athens Olympics under saddle of Rolf Goran Bengtsson of Sweden. Most recently, we saw Rolf Goran Bengtsson in the World Equestrian Games in France last month. Carousel's Flamboyant, is tall, is a handsome young gelding, has a puppy dog personality, always puts a smile on his rider's face. He's bold to the jumps with loads of scope and gives the rider a great feeling. He's highly suited for sports and can excel in any ring with potential as a jumper, equitation, or hunter. He will love the derbies. He could also go to the dressage ring as well. He's got size, movement, and uphill balance to succeed. He was licensed with CWHBA as a breeding stallion with very good scores. He was gelded due to his extreme suitability for junior riders in the equitation ring, and it was decided a sport career was the optimum choice for Carousel. He started his show career in the young horse classes, competed at Thunderbird Show Park on the grass. He was even jumping Liverpools. There was a slight steering mistake. He had to circle or would have won the class. And the judges awarded him a 45 out of 50 for scope, technique, and style. Looking at Carousel's Flamboyant, lot number 52 in your supplemental catalog. Now, lot 55 is Encore. It's a dark bay, Canadian Warmblood gelding. He stands 16-1. Consigned by Klondike Victory Farm from Red Deer, bred by Touchstone Farms out of Mayerthorpe. And Encore is by the Canadian Warmblood stallion Excalibur, and out of a Canadian Warmblood mare Abira. Excalibur is by the influential Escudo One, and he has proven to produce both very talented dressage horses as well as hunters. Excalibur's offspring are proving to be good movers who also jump very well and are out competing in both dressage and hunter jumper rings with good success. Abira stems from the very successful cross of Arkansas Abrupt and has proven to produce excellent-minded offspring who are excelling in the hunter ring as well as the dressage ring. One of her offspring is in Florida competing in dressage with his amateur owner, and most of her fillies have been retained by Touchstone Farm as brood mares. Encore is a lovely hunter-type gelding. Jumps in very good form, is an excellent mover. He was started under saddle just this past winter, but has progressed very quickly and is now jumping courses with lead changes, and his flat work is very solid as well. Encore is a sweet horse, tries hard, loves to please, and he's ready for his next rider to take to the horse shows and win. Thank you, Shauna. Just correction. I've been reading the wrong lot number there. It's lot 56, Beta Soleil. Indeed, Beta Soleil started her training as a 3-year-old, successfully been competing at a gold level up to 3.6 in the show ring as well, as consistent training up to 4 feet. Her first years in the show ring, Soleil competed in hack classes and hunters, being very competitive at 3.3. Her smooth, rhythmic canter and automatic lead changes have proven exceptional performance in the hunter ring and make her the perfect amateur ride. This past year, Soleil started showing in the jumper ring and proving to be an ideal, very competitive crossover ride. Has no fear of the jumps, has the ability to quickly master the jumper turns, and is able to stride out and close her stride easily, allowing her to place competitively with ease. In 2012, Beta Soleil was appointed the Canadian Warmblood Saskatchewan High Point Hunter Award and a champion status in hunt seat equitation. Soleil also received a bronze medal competing in jumpers at the Provincial Saskatchewan Summer Games and has achieved placement awards at Spruce Meadows in the Champions Welcome. Beta Soleil has shown immense talent at a young age at her current achievements and has the potential for a very rewarding and enduring career. That's entry 56, Beta Soleil in the supplemental catalog, again with a corrected height coming to the sale at 15.3. Again, we're taking a look at 2 lots from the supplemental catalog, lot 52 and lot 56. 52 is Carousel's Flamboyant, signed by Shauna Cook, bred by Carousel Ridge from Sherwood Park. And lot 56 is Beta Soleil, consigned by Steve Wilson from Saskatoon, bred by Touchstone Farms from Mayerthorpe. And we do note both these lots do have corrected heights coming to the sale. Carousel's Flamboyant, dark bay, big sport horse gelding. He's standing 17 hands even coming into the sale. While Beta Soleil is a bay Canadian Warmblood mare. She's a corrected height at 15.3. Thank you again to lot 56, Baie de Soleil, and lot number 52, Carousels Flamboyant. Final pair to show at our performance horses under saddle demonstration. We have lot number 1 and lot number 19, both from our main sales catalog. Lot number 1 is MJ FIFA. It's a bay Canadian Warmblood mare. She stands 16-1, consigned by Nan Morrison, MJ Farms, and Elise Leving, bred by Nan Morrison, MJ Farms, and Elise Leving of Olds. And FIFA is by the Canadian Warmblood Stallion Whirlwind 2, and out of a Canadian Warmblood mare, MJ Nike. On the dam side, MJ FIFA's line, Aragonia, was the model Hanoverian mare of the decade. High score for Alberta mares at inspection for 2014 with a score of 8. And Whirlwind 2 started winning futurities and championships in dressage, jumper, and hunter at 4 years of age. In 2011, he produced a double clear at 1.20 m to help his team win the Team Cup. MJ FIFA, lot number 1 in your main sales catalog. Lot number 19. Is Elusina, lot number 19, a bay Canadian Warmblood mare. She stands 16 hands, consigned and bred by Tammy Fulton from Calgary. Elusina is by the Dutch Warmblood Pinto Stallion Sandstorm, out of a thoroughbred mare, Morts Meredith. Sandstorm, an imported Dutch stallion by the legendary stallion Voltaire. And Voltaire sired numerous Grand Prix jumpers, including Altair. Beth Underhill rode Altair, played again with Ian Miller. Sandstorm himself was Canadian Warmblood National Licensing Champion in 2002. And Elusina is out of the thoroughbred mare Morts Meredith. Morts Meredith is approved for breeding by both the CWHBA and Celle Francais. Her sire, good old Mort, was a superior producer of racehorses and performance horses. She's lived up to her bloodlines, earning championships in the Hunter Ring and producing winning foals, including Grace, a 2001 reserve champion junior amateur jumper on the Ontario Trillium Circuit. Several premium daughters. Meredith has been awarded the CWHBA Production Premium in recognition of her many outstanding offspring. Elusina, certainly elegant, an impressive mare with 3 powerful and expressive gaits. Her walk is active and ground covering, shows relaxation, and is clearly 4-beat. Her trot is loose and free and shows good ability to extend, and her canter is uphill and ground covering. Elusina has been shown successfully in the dressage ring. It is also well suited for eventing or jumping. She has had extensive flatwork training to make her an easy ride between the fences, and she's showing good scope and technique over the jumps. Elusina has automatic flying changes and a confident approach to the fences. She has impeccable manners, is fit, well-muscled, and ready to continue her career as a competitive show horse. Lot number 19 in your sales catalog, Elusina. Lot number 1 in your catalog is MJ FIFA. She has 3 great gaits that are combined with a very kind mind and a good work ethic. She began her training with 2 months under saddle last year, then had time off to have a foal in March of this year. She's gone back to work this June and went to her mare inspection in July, where she achieved an inspection premium with an overall score of 8. At inspection, FIFA obtained a score of 9 for swing and elasticity. The judges' comments on FIFA complimented her strong push from the hawk and super rhythm. Her great rhythm and kind disposition lead the breeders to believe that MJ FIFA has a great future in the dressage ring as a serious competitor. In your main catalog, can't miss this one, it's lot number 1. And this is the final pair in our Performance Horses Under Saddle. And if any of you riders have not had a chance to meet with the auctioneer, Don Oberg, he is in the Cow Palace in the vendors area. He'd certainly like to meet with you if you have any last-minute tips that he needs to know about in advance of the sale this afternoon at 2:30. And speaking of the sale, there is telephone bidding. If you happen to be going home and planning to bid via telephone, we'd remind you have to pre-register. You can do that in the sales office here at the Cow Palace. And once you're home and the sale is up on the internet, we'd ask you to please turn the volume down on your internet feed and strictly do your bidding through the telephone. There is a delay, and it could be up to a minute, so a bit of a nightmare, but we'd ask you to make sure you do your telephone bidding through your phone, turn the volume down on your internet feed. And these are our final 2 in the Performance Horses Under Saddle. Again, in the main catalog is lot number 1, MJ FIFA, and lot number 19, Elusina. Elusina is a bay, a Canadian warm-blood mare. She stands 16 hands, and MJ FIFA standing 16-1, Performance Horse mare. Just a pair you should be noting in your catalog. They're going to look good in that sale this afternoon. There's no question about that. And that would complete our Performance Horses Under Saddle. Next on the schedule, we have our shoot jumping for 2-year-olds. Now that's going to get underway at about 11:45. We've got to take a few minutes now to get the ring ready. We've got the gates and the fences to bring in, and we'll have our shoot jumping for 2-year-olds. That's going to get underway at about 11:45. Give you a good chance now to maybe check out Vendors Row. The concession is outside. Get some late breakfast. And again, if riders or consigners, if you haven't had a chance to meet with our auctioneer, Don Oberg, he is in the Cow Palace at the moment. And he'd love to meet with you, get any last-minute tips prior to the sale this afternoon. And don't forget, that begins at 2:30.